Hello students, welcome to Scratch programming classes, and today we will learn what is Scratch programming and how does it work. So let's start. First we will open the Scratch. So this is the working environment of Scratch. Now before starting, first we will understand what is Scratch programming. See, what is Scratch? It's a programming language that allows us to create animations, games, interactive stories and other arts. Scratch can run on different operating systems like Windows, Mac OS and Linux. And it provides such an environment in which we can simply drag the blocks and create programs. So it's very easy to learn, and I'm sure you will have fun while learning this language. Now we will see all the main components of Scratch one by one. Now first, the main component is sprite. This is sprite. Fine, this is default sprite. So what is a sprite? It's a small graphic character that performs action in a Scratch project. So it's a graphic character which performs some action. Now Scratch provides number of inbuilt sprites and cat is the default sprite. So you can add other sprites also apart from cat. What is stage? Second component, stage. This is the main working area. This is stage. This is the main working area where the sprite moves and performs some action as per the given instructions. And how will you give instruction? Through these blocks. We can watch stories, play games and run Scratch projects that we have created on stage. And this stage is divided into X and Y coordinate. You can see X and Y coordinate here. And this sprite is at the center. If I bring the cursor on this cat, see here it is near about 0, 0. So this is the origin. Fine. And when you bring your cursor or when you take your cursor to the left side, X will be negative. Up, Y will be positive. Fine. When you bring your cursor down, Y will be negative. You can see the values X of Y coordinates here. When I bring my cursor to the right, X will be positive. Fine. So this stage is divided into X and Y coordinates. Now presentation mode. Where is the presentation mode? This is, or we can call it view full screen. So this is a button which is located at the top left corner of the stage, and when you click it, it will show you the view of full screen. Again click, you will back to here. Fine. These are the cursor tools, 4. These 4 are the cursor tools. First, duplicate. Second, delete. Third, grow. And this is shrink. Duplicate means when you click on duplicate and click on this cat, it will create the duplicate of the sprite. Fine. If you want to delete, click on delete and click on the particular sprite, it will be deleted. If you want to increase the size of sprite, click on grow and keep clicking on sprite. If you want to decrease the size, click on shrink and keep clicking on sprite. Fine. So these are the 4 cursor tools. This question mark gives us any help regarding any block. Fine. If you want to take help of any particular block, click on the question mark. This doesn't come under the cursor tool, this is separate, and click on that particular block. So it will show you the information regarding that particular block. So you can get any information about any particular block through this question mark. Fine. Now the sprite info pane. Sprite info pane. This is this here. You can see when you click on this sprite info pane, it will give information about the sprite. Fine. This is called sprite info pane. Now Next is new sprite buttons. One sprite is here, but if you want to bring or import any other sprite, these are the buttons. 4 buttons. First is choose sprite from library. Second is paint new sprite. Third is upload sprite from file, and this is new sprite from camera. Fine. So we'll discuss one by one. First is new sprite from library. So when you click on that, it will open the library in which so many sprites are available. Categories are also there. You can choose any categories, like if you want any sprite regarding transportation, so it will show you the transportation. Theme, if you want to select like music, so it will show you the sprites related to the music. Fine. So here if I select any sprite, then okay, that sprite will be inserted. Fine. So very easy. This is the new choose sprite from library. If you want to delete it, right click and delete. Now paint new sprite. Second is if you want to paint your own sprite, this is the platform here. Now here you can design, you can paint your own sprite. If you can see here, bitmap mode is there. Fine. So what we are making or painting the sprite, we are working on bitmap mode. There are 2 modes, bitmap mode and vector mode. So I will tell you the difference. First we are making the sprite on bitmap mode. So let's make. Then fill the color. So suppose this is the sprite. Fine. Now by selecting it, you can move this sprite. Fine. So when you paint your sprite, it will be visible here. You can save it through file, save option. You can save your sprite anywhere, wherever you want to save. If you want to save on desktop, give the sprite name. I know you can design better sprite than me, so show your creativity here, design the good sprite. Fine. So here you can save your own sprite, which can be uploaded from here, upload sprite from file. Fine. Now as I said, bitmap mode. So here you are designing on bitmap mode. Now what is bitmap mode? What happens in bitmap mode? When you increase the size, so it will be distorted. So see, if you can see, it will be distorted. Pixel will be distorted over here. So if you want that when you increase the size, it should not be distorted, then in that case what we use? Vector mode. Fine. So when you work on vector mode, what happens in vector mode? When you create the sprite over here and increase the size, it will not be distorted, it will be as it is. Fine. So you can try out on vector mode as well as on bitmap mode. I hope it is clear. Okay. Or I can show you. Let's fill it with any color. This is to select. See, when you increase the size, it will be same. It will not look like distorted. Fine. So if you work on bitmap mode, that image should not be, size should not be increased. If you want to increase the size, then work on vector mode. I hope it is clear. Okay, now paint new sprite we have seen. Now upload sprite from file. So as I told you, when you click over here, this dialog box will be visible, and wherever you have saved your file, you can download, you can import that file in your project. Fine. So if you have uploaded on, if you have saved on desktop, you will see your file, whatever name you have given, then click on open. Fine. This is Mickey, you can bring that here. Okay, now file new I am doing to make it blank. Now the last is new sprite from camera. When you click on this, your camera will be on and it will capture, if you wish, it will capture your image and you will look like as a sprite on this project. So if you want yourself to bring your image as a sprite on this project, you can use it. You can try out all these 4 options. Fine. Now the next is blocks palette. What is the block palette? This is the block palette. It contains set of blocks which are used to program the sprite and give action to it. So this block palette contains so many blocks, and what is the use of block? To give some action to the sprite. Fine. And each block performs specific task, like this block is to move the sprite, this block is to turn the sprite. So each block has its own specific task. Now this you can see here, stage. This is sprite and this is stage. Fine. When you click on stage, blocks will be changed. See, no motion blocks are available here, but looks blocks are available, sound blocks are available. So you will do the coding differently on sprite and on stage. If you want to do coding on stage, you will select the stage, and if you want to do coding on sprite, you will select the sprite. Fine. On stage right now no backdrop is there, but you can add backdrop. Backdrop means image that can be shown on the stage. Fine. So you can add backdrop, background image by using the backdrop. These are the buttons, but we will discuss these in the next video. Fine. Now we have learned about these new sprite buttons, block palettes, script. Now what is script? First I will come back on sprite, and this is motion blocks. See, these are the blocks categories, different types of blocks. Motion block category, looks block category. Under motion blocks, these are the blocks. Under looks, these are the blocks. Fine. When we do coding, then you will be learn it gradually. Fine. Now next is, we were talking about script. Now what is script? Script, you can say collection of blocks, or you can say collection of stepwise instructions that are given to a sprite to do any specific task. And script is also called program. For example, right now I have selected the sprite, means I am doing coding on sprite, and I am selecting this block. Fine. Move 10 steps. I can change the steps. I can make it 20, and when I click on it, it will move 20 steps. Sprite will move 20 steps. Then turn, I will drag it, turn 15 degree. When I click on it, click on turn block, it will sprite will be turned by 15 degree. And these are the collection of 2 blocks, and this is called script. You can add as many as you wish. Fine. So we can say script is a collection of blocks and which is used to give stepwise instructions, or you can say this is a program. Fine. And the area where you are dragging and dropping the these blocks, this is called script area. So script area is the place where we create a script for a sprite to do a particular task. Fine. How to save a sprite we have already learned by clicking on file and then save. And motion blocks, under motion block you can move the sprite, you can turn the sprite. And this is move 20 step means forward direction. If I want to move the sprite in backward direction, I will make it negative, minus 20. Fine. Turn 15 degree clockwise, and if you choose this, turn 15 anti-clockwise. Fine. Now these two buttons you can see, green flag and red. What is the use of it? Green flag means to play and red flag means to stop. So these things you can give on when green flag clicked also, in events when green flag clicked. Fine. I am deleting one anti-clockwise. So when I click on green flag, it should move 20 steps and turn 15 degree. So first we will go to the full screen and click here. See. Fine. It will turn and move ahead 20 steps. So in this video, that's it. Next we will discuss in the other videos. So keep practicing. Thanks for watching.